So, did your Valentine's Day suck or was it awesome? That's what I'd like to know. So, we're going to discuss some of the things that make Valentine's special, some of the things that, maybe that we've done in the past, or things that you can do, especially if you have kids. It's hard to get away and do much. It takes a lot of effort to make those kinds of things special when you've got kids, especially if they're small kids and you can't necessarily get out and do much alone. But it's still fun. You can still do stuff with the kids as well as, on their own time, as well as, try to make something special for your significant other. So Valentine's Day can be very polarizing because it's a lot of pressure for couples and for singles. Because if you're single and everyone around you is talking about what their Valentine plans are, what they're going to do, who they're going to be with, blah, 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 it makes you feel pretty bad. And that's never a good time to have a holiday. I mean, a lot of holidays do bring up sadness for people just based off their circumstance, but I think Valentine's is the one that's the most pressure filled of the holidays, as far as if you're single or don't have anyone in your life at the time, or recently lost someone. That's a terrible time as well. Valentine's, due to all the couple things happening. So another tough part about Valentine's, the holiday itself, is if you've been with your spouse for quite a while, I mean, it gets tough to try to figure out how to make it romantic every year, as life and our schedules and everything just kind of press in on us. It's so hard to just to try to make it special. I mean, life in general, marriage in general, it's difficult to keep everything fresh as it was when you first started together. So, but especially on Valentine's, because it's supposed to be such a romantic holiday, it's difficult to be creative all the time and try to help them to feel special. And so my wife always say, well, Valentine's is every day, not just on Valentine's, which sounds great, and I appreciate that from her. But I know, there's no way that I spend as much time on just her as I used to when we first started dating, and when before kids came and all that. And it would just, I mean, the care that you have for your spouse changes a lot as schedules get hectic and kids grow, and your life changes a lot. So, but still, just want to encourage you that there's still ways we can you know, try to keep that fresh. What are some ways that you guys have? Are you for the men or the women? You guys have some specific things that you're doing to keep your relationship fresh all year round, or even on Valentine's holiday? Let me know in the comments if you've got some good ones. I can write those down and use them next year. So, so I'd like to know that. Another tough issue, at least in our case, is that my wife grew up in Vietnam, and so she's not celebrated Valentine's Day to the extent like we have here in the States. Other countries, if you're married to someone from another country, holidays can be quite a bit different because maybe they don't have much of a care about a specific holiday. So really, Vietnam, they started. You can see online now. We'll see a lot of our friends that are back there and family that they're celebrating Valentine's, and they're going out for dinner and they have flowers and all that kind of thing. And so a lot of that's happening now. But really, before, it wasn't that big of a holiday. So I don't know that people did much about it or even thought much about it. So for her, it's kind of an afterthought. It's not like pressing that we really kick in something awesome for Valentine's, because it's not something that's really dear to her heart. So that can make a change too. if your spouse is not from the States for such a commercialized holiday like we have. Sometimes just getting out of the house with your spouse, if you're having trouble getting those date nights in with kids activities and so forth, sometimes just even a simple movie and a dinner out or something is good. That's what we ended up doing this last Valentine's, just due to my wife's work schedule, trying to work around that. And so we ended up getting to go see that new J-Lo movie, Marry Me. Um, and it was pretty good. I mean, it was a kind of somewhat predictable, if you're worried about that kind of thing. But it was good. It was a good date movie. My wife really enjoyed it, and we had a couple good laughs from that movie. And does Owen Wilson always play like the same character in every movie? Like the guy that's simple and real nice guy, but you know, he's getting dumped on by this woman, and she doesn't realize how nice he is or whatever. He seems like he always plays that kind of nice guy role, which he seems like he is that kind of guy, so that probably works out well for him. But it'd be fun to see him as a some kind of a serial killer or something off, and if he has been in some of those movies, let me know, because I'd like to see that. But as far as the ones I've seen of his, they all kind of the same guy, just in different characters. But so that movie time was fun, and then we went out and had some dinner at a local bar, because all of the restaurants here, at least, they all close at 10. Everything closes so early now. I hate that. But anyway, so we found some place to eat, downtown that was still open, and we could eat there. And so it was a good time. We got back, and so we have our kids are old enough now where they can kind of watch themselves periodically for short dates and that kind of thing. So if you have that option, that's great. Another great option, especially for dads, well, only for dads, I guess, if that's the case, because I was talking about having like daddy-daughter night out dates, and that can be Valentine's, or really any time is a great time for that. And, just kind of set the bar for your daughters to see how they should be treated on a date, or, how they should be treated with respect and dignity. And so opening the door for your young lady, and treating them well, take them out to dinner and dress up nice, together, and all that is really fun. And I really encourage you guys to do that with your daughters. It gets busy. I know we don't have half as many as I would like, because a lot of the time, I'm with the girls, and we have games or whatever, and then afterwards we go out and grab something to eat after the games. And but it's not the same as just taking them out by themselves and specifically making it like a date, because I spend a lot of quality time with them through coaching and through hanging out with them around the house and going out to eat and stuff, as a either just the three of us or the four of us if my wife's available. And so, we'll do that, but it's still not the same as having that, that specific scheduled date. So overall, hope you had a great Valentine's holiday. Again, let me know some of the fun stuff that you guys did for your spouse or significant other, and I can, maybe take some notes, and we can maybe discuss some of those as well if you've got some good ideas for next year. Sure appreciate you following. If you would like our page, as well as if you could subscribe. We'll have new content all the time. So looking forward to seeing you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.